All right, hockey fans, here we are at the World Arena Ice Hall in Colorado Springs, Colorado. We got this matchup between the Colorado Springs Tigers 14U team and the Hyland Hills Jaguars 14U team. Both teams are doing their warm-ups right now. We should be ready to get this fiasco on the road in just a little bit. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and mute, and so that we don't get banned by YouTube or blocked for the YouTube live stream. Um, but we got about 2.5 minutes left in the warm-ups, so we should be ready to go. We will be back shortly. All right, folks, getting ready to get going for this matchup between the Colorado Springs Tigers 14U team and the Hyland Hills Jaguars. We are just about ready to get underway. Pucks being picked up right now. Warm-ups are completed. For the Tigers, this is going to be a test on whether or not they can shore up their defense. These two teams met, I believe, 2 weeks ago for the Silver Sticks tournament up in Denver, and Highland Hills uh, took that game. The Tigers' defense struggled a little bit, as well as goaltending, and Highland Hills was able to actually put a bunch of goals in past the goaltenders. Let's see if the Tigers can shore up their defense. For the Highland Hills, this is going to be, can they keep up exactly what they did in the last game and be able to keep putting them past the goaltender for the Tigers? In the meantime, we are just about ready to get rolling. We're running a 3-man system, 1 referee, 2 linesmen out here, and it looks like one of the linesmen is going to have a shadow, so he's fairly new. But we are ready to get rolling. I do know the referee. The referee is actually quite experienced. He should be able to handle any situations that might arise during the game and help keep the game in control. We are just about ready. Both teams are lined up, and we are getting ready for puck drop. live from Colorado Springs, Colorado. World Arena Ice Hall, which is where early on USA Hockey's was one of USA Hockey's training facilities. Puck is dropped. Tigers come away with that one, knocked away from them by the Hyland Hills and chipped in deep to the Tigers' zone. Puck batted around, picked up by Van Opdorp. Van Opdorp comes up the boards, tries to center it, and is bumped off the puck. Lenhart takes it around behind the net, chipped up the same side boards, bounced off by Marvisi, but not able to keep a handle on it. Hyland actually able to keep a hold of the puck, bounced off the back boards by Seabolt. He whacks at it, and that goes all the way down, and that goes down for an icing call on the Tigers. Face-off down in the Tigers zone. We have, it looks like, McKenzie taking the draw, going against number 38 for Hyland. Unfortunately, I don't know what the names and numbers of the Hyland players, so I'm just going to rattle off numbers. Dryman picks it up, gets it past one of the Hyland players, tips it past 44. He skates back to pick it up. No icing there as it was touched. Puck squirts out of the zone, picked up by Chamberlain, bounced up the boards. Ryman bumps number 74 off the puck. Didn't get that in the video. Sorry about that. 77 with a high shot. Hits the glass in the back. Picked up by Sullivan. Chipped up and out by McKenzie. Hyland's number 77 carries it up through a couple of the Tigers players into the zone. Gets around. McKenzie hounding him, though. He still controls the puck back up to the point. Ryman gets it out of the zone. 64 picks it up and whacked in by number 77 as he falls right on his butt. Chipped up the boards. McKenzie back to pick it up. Far side. Torello gets it and redirects it into the zone. No icing on that. Weak shot from the point. Dean right there, he's trying to pick it up, gets it out of the corner, but his pass is picked off. Down below the goal line is a Jaguar player. Couldn't see his number, I apologize. Dean going to get to it. Jaguar D2D pass. Thrown up, and 14 not able to collect that one. That goes all the way down on to... That's not Boston in net. Boston is still, I believe, injured, so he is not playing. Sorry, looking up some information so I can speak correctly. Jaguars win that faceoff. Chipped in deep, picked off by Lenhart. Lenhart chips it up through the neutral zone. Marvisi picks it up, skates it in, bounces it off the board, gets it in deep. Jaguars get it out of the zone through the neutral zone. Lenhart steals that, carries it in, using his big body to push past one of the players. Puck's bouncing around right in front of the net, and we have a stoppage of play. Lenhart's getting shoved out of the out from in front of the net. McKenzie taking the draw now for the Tigers, going against number 66 for the Jaguars. Jaguars chip it out of the zone, and that's going to come all the way back into the Tiger zone. And they waved off the icing for some reason. Not sure why, but that's okay. We play on. 25 centering pass goes to the far side, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan gets it, chips it up to Dryman. Dryman chips it past. McKenzie picks it up. It bounces off of one of the Jaguars. McKenzie picked it back up and got a shot on. Good save by the goaltender as he stuffs that one into his glove. 10:35 left to play. Still Goose Eggs on the board. No team managing to get an upper hand in this game yet. Still early on, though. Looks like we have a penalty on the Jaguars. It's number 66, I believe, went to the box. I did not catch the penalty. Jaguars pick it up. A little power play action for the Tigers going on. 64 carries enough for the Jaguars. But he brings it in offside, so we get a stoppage of play. 8 seconds.
We argued with the refs.
All right, so it looks like the Jaguar player that went to the box ended up going for an abusive official, which is a 2-minute penalty for arguing something. So chipped in by number 38 as Van Opdorp blows a tire and slides into the boards. Chipped up, not out. Dean right there, not able to get it. Truello picks it up, chips it up off the near side boards and out. Lovato gets it over to Thien. Thien chips it in. Lenhart gets it, chips it in deep, picked up by number 64. He takes it around behind the net. Chipped up the boards. Spinder gets it, throws it towards the net, goes off the team's leg into the far corner. Lovato takes a whack at it, but not able to do much with it. As the Jaguars pick it up down below the goal line and carry it up into the neutral zone. Through the neutral zone and into the Tiger zone. Shot on. Kimball redirects that into the far corner. Trillo picks it up in the near side corner. Thrown up to Thien. They misfire on that one. That's going to go all the way down. They waved that one off. Not sure why. Jaguars pick it up in their own zone. Come up through the neutral zone. And throw it into the Tigers zone. Gibson right there. And another one picked all the way up. And that's going to go. That went past the goaltender. I thought the referee was going to wave that one off too. But nope. So we got a face-off in the Tigers zone, just to the left of Kimball in the far corner. Seabolt taking the draw, and no clear winner on that one. Bounces around front. Gibson over to get it against 94. 94 chips it past him. Gibson picks it up behind the goal line. Thrown up to Seabolt. Seabolt racing with it. Seabolt with a shot. Just goes wide of the goaltender. He got a piece of that, though. Seabolt pins up one of the Jaguar players out to number 94. Jaguars back at full strength. That shot's going off of Gibson. Jaguars managed to keep it into the zone, or in the zone. Picked up by Seabolt down low. He backhands it up. Chamberlain goes to get it on the near side, not able to get to it first as 59 or 58, can't quite tell, for the Jaguars, keeps it down low. Barbisi with it, chips it up to McKenzie. McKenzie now with it. Quick change of direction. McKenzie getting around a couple of the Jaguar players, but not able to maintain control. Number 25 for the Jaguars comes flying up through the neutral zone. Takes a wide shot and a save. Pops out to the neutral zone, and Jaguars maintaining control temporarily. Dryman now with it. She backhands it in. All the way down, Spender back to get it and takes a whack at it. Van Opdorp gets it back over to Spender over on the near side. Spender bounces it off the boards. Goes up to Dryman, goes all the way down. And that's going to go for an icing as Dryman's not able to maintain control of it. Face off down to the Tiger zone, this time to the right of Kimball. We have Thien taking the draw. And going against number 96 for the Jaguars, picked up by Lovato. Lovato chips it up, but that's knocked out of the air and kept in deep by the Jaguars. Lenhart chips it up, and number 64 for the Jaguars picks it up. He's carrying it. Gets 74. They're not able to connect on a pass. He picked it up and had it knocked off his stick over to the far side where Lenhart picks it up, chips it up off the boards. Lovato now with it. He tries to get it up to Thiem and goes off of the skate. Thiem's pushed. And Trillo right there gets it over to the far side. Kept in by Chamberlain. Chamberlain goes down low. And he goes down. Not sure if he was hauled down or if he just blew a tire. Jaguars pick it up and bring it up through the neutral zone. 74 with it. And Chamberlain recovers nicely. Siebold now with it, carrying up through the neutral zone. Had his pocket picked by 64. Marvisi chips it up. Trillo gets it and chips it in. Siebold gets around one of the Jaguars, but not able to maintain control of it. Carried up. Chipped in deep, number 12 back to pick it up for the Jaguars, down below the goal line. Thrown up to 94, goes off of his stick. And I think it went off of Spinders too. Sorry, I just lost my balance there. I almost fell forward. Number 12 gets it in, backhands it deep. Picked up down low by the Tigers, thrown up the near side boards. Schultz not able to get to it. Picked up down low. Back. Looks like we had one of the cameras freeze, not sure why. So we'll just go without it for right now until it recovers. Outs off the near side boards. Goes past 12 all the way down and does go for an icing. So face off down in the Tiger zone just to the right of Kimball. Jaguars win that one, but it squirts out of the zone. Picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan chips it in. 12 strips him of the puck. Lobbed up and out of the zone. Gibson picks it up, throws it off the near side boards. But he was offsides on that one. Can you turn the camera, keep it on the play? Just for a little bit. Face off in the neutral zone, won by the Jaguars. Lenhart picks it up, rims it around on the far side, chipped up the boards. Number 66 carries it up through the neutral zone, gets bumped off the puck by. We got a tripping call. Got a tripping call on the Tigers. And that is Sullivan going to the box for a trip. That's going to put Hyland Hills on a power play. At the 4-minute mark of the first period. Still goose eggs on the board for these teams. Hyland wins that one back up to the point for 12 over to 27, or 77, sorry. Back up to the point. Shot on net by Jaguars. Jaguars backhanded and managed to keep it in. And not sure what's going on with the camera, but we're going to have to nix it for right now. Jaguars controlling it in the Tigers zone. Drillo picks it, backhands it up, not out. Down to the Jaguars zone. Drillo with a big hit, and I'm pretty sure he's going to the box for that one. And that's going to be a 2 and a 10 for Bordy. That's going to put the Tigers down 5-on-3 late in this first period. Seabold taking the draw, going against number 80 for Jaguars, and the Tigers get it out. That's going to go all the way down into the Jaguars zone, and not enough for an icing. Gibson now with it, gets it over to Chamberlain. Chamberlain throws it up the boards. Picked off by the Jaguars, shot towards the net. And Seabold with it, not able to get it out. Jaguars controlling it in the Tigers zone. And a shot on, saved by Kimball. Kimball covers that one up, and we get a stoppage of play. With a face-off just to the right of Kimball. Kimball's still on the ice. Not sure if he's just taking a little bit of a break or if he actually got hurt. He's back up. 32 seconds left on the Tigers' first penalty. A minute 25 left on the second. We got McKenzie taking a draw against number 66. 64 gets it and throws it towards net. Goes off of Lenhart. McKenzie now with it. Sorry, you're looking at a referee's big helmet. Number 25 gets the puck, carries it in, gets around Gibson, down to over the near side boards, chipped in deep, rimmed around below the goal line. 5 seconds left on the first Tigers penalty. And a shot and a goal right as the penalty expires. That puts Hyland Hills up 1-0 so far in this game. Still 53 seconds. Still 53 seconds left in the second penalty. I believe that was scored right at the end of that penalty. I think they're trying to figure out what's going on with the penalty for the Tigers. And they're saying the Tigers, which is the right call, the Tigers are still down 5-on-4. Brought in by number 25 for the Jaguars. He takes it down below the goal line. Gibson Spender battling for the puck down low. Chipped up, not out. McKenzie on the backhand, not out. 96 with a shot. Goes wide. Picked up by Sullivan. He's able to get it out, but it goes back in on an offsides call, so we are getting an offsides and a face-off in the neutral zone just outside of the Tigers zone, right in front of the bench. Sorry, it looks like it's going to be a center ice face-off. Tigers with 25 seconds left on their current penalty. Gibson now with it. Throws it off the far side boards and out. Puck bounces around, goes past Thiem. Tigers get it back and throw it all the way down, and that's going to go for an icing with 7 seconds left on the Tigers penalty. Face-off just to the right of Kimball. Tigers win that one. And thrown all the way down by Lenhart, and that goes for another icing with 2 seconds left on the Tigers penalty. Seabold taking the draw, going against number, can't see his number right now, 38. He wins that one. Tigers pick it up. Sorry, forgot to switch cameras. Seabold with it, centering pass. Marbisi right there, not able to get a stick on him. Marbisi does get a stick on it. Shot. Jaguars pick it up, backhanded over to the near side boards. Gibson whacks at it and gets it down deep. Puck goes down below the goal. Marbisi there. Forced a pass up. Lob pass. Gibson picks it up. Quick change of direction by Gibson. Thrown off the boards and out of the zone. Picked off by number 58. He throws it up to 74. That pass is picked off by Spinder. Seabold battling for it. Chipped up. 58 picks it up and throws it across ice. .64 with it down below the goal line. Just as the horn expires, that horn signals the end of the first period, and we will be back with the start of the second period shortly. Current score 1-0. All right, folks, getting ready for the start of the second period, going for the puck drop. We got Thiem taking the draw, Alec driving in Lovato, and puck is dropped. Tigers win that one. That one goes all the way back into the Tigers zone. Van Opdorp throws it up the boards and pinched off by number 58. Kept in on a backhand. Van Opdorp chips it back up the boards. Runs around over to the near side. Jaguars still controlling it. 80 tries to get it up. Lobato with it now. And Jaguars managed to keep that one in. Chamberlain battling down low. Ryman finally does get it out, but has it stripped off from her, brought back in offside. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Current score 1-0 with the Highland Hills Jaguars able to capitalize on a 5-on-3 power play against the Tigers. Truello took that second penalty with a boarding call that put him in the box for 2 minutes and an additional 10. Orbisi now with it, chipped up. She gets bumped off the puck by number 64 down into the Jaguars zone, thrown up the boards and out. Number 66 brings it up and throws it over to 96. 96 back to 64. 96 again with it. She carries it up. I think that's a she. Not 100% sure. Over to the near side, Marvisi with it. And Jaguars managed to keep it in. Backhanded high and hard to get it out. McKenzie racing to get to it. Number 64 gets to it first. But McKenzie right there strips number 64 the puck. Centering pass to the top of the slot. Shot. Saved by the goaltender. Spender with it. Knocked it down deep. And Schultz gets hit hard by 64. Chipped up the boards. Not out. Sullivan, or not Sullivan. That was Gibson with the shot on. Tipped by Schultz right in front of the net, but no goal as the goaltender's right there. 12:06 left in the second period. Siebold taking the draw, going against number 38. Siebold wins that one, back to Lenhart. Shot and a goal! Looks like Siebold put that one in. And the Tigers tie this up at 1. Even strength goal. Face-off taken by Siebold going against 38 for the Jaguars. And Tigers win that one. Lenhart with it. Gets around one of the Jaguars. Carries it into the zone. And Tigers managed to keep it in the Jaguar zone. Sorry, we got two cats on the ice. Number 12 went down, but no call on that one. Shot towards the net. Goalie saved that. Number 58 gets it. Pinched off by Lobato. Lobato gets bounced off the puck. And Van Opdorp gets it. Throws it up the boards. Picks it up. Tries to get around number 12 and does. Comes off the boards with the puck. Centering pass. Siebold with the backhander. Doesn't really go very far. Puck over on the far side. Picked up by Lobato. Thrown up to the point. Van Opdorp with a shot towards the net, but that goes way wide. Picked up down low by number 12. He comes flying up the ice on the near side. Takes it into the Tigers zone. Centering pass. Goes up over everybody. Kept in and thrown down deep by Jaguars. T thrown up the near side boards. Or Sullivan picks it up. Throws it out. 58 picks that one up. Spender chips at it and gets it out. Ryman racing to get to it. And she does. She gets bumped off the puck. 80 with it for Highland Hills. Thrown in. Goes all the way down deep. And around to the far side. 14 there. Ryman trying to get it out. And she does on the second attempt. 12 with it. Hyland takes it around below their own goal line, up the near side, and number 14 is not able to get it out as Dryman manages to keep it in. Sullivan battling to get it, and puck squirts off the boards and up and out. Lenhart picks it up in the neutral zone. Chipped in. Tigers are on sides. Number 12 tries to get it out. Schultz bounces it off his stick. Barbisi now with it. Gets it over to Schultz, but they don't connect. Schultz not able to handle that one. Shot towards the net, goes off of 77. And Siebold took a whack at it, lobbed up over the defenseman, came down, the goalie snagged it right out of the air. Barbisi was right there on the doorstep, but not able to get a stick on it to bury it. Siebold taking the draw now, going against number 66 for the Jaguars in this battle of the Cats. And we are ready for puck drop. And puck is dropped. Schultz gets that one. Gibson had it knocked past him. Number 96, a shot goes up. I couldn't tell if that was redirected or not. Kept in by number 58, thrown towards the net. Gibson picks that one off. Up the near side boards. Siebold now with it. He carries it up through the neutral zone. Walks over the blue line and then gets a shot on. Barbisi with a shot towards the net. Siebold not able to get a stick on it. Number 25 gets it over to 66. And not sure who that was that got run over. That was Chamberlain. He picks himself up off the ice. And Schultz manages to get it out of the zone, number 64 with it. Barbisi picks the pocket of number 66. Up to Lobato. Shot on. Lobato races to get it again. He gets bumped. Rimmed around over to the far side. McKenzie picks it up off the boards. Just as he gets bumped. Gibson now with it. Gibson controlling it. Throws it up to Thiem. Thiem carries it in. And gets bumped off the puck by 64. Good check. Thrown up and picked off by Van Arpdorf. Thrown towards the net. And Lobato not able to get a stick on it, but a good attempt there. And we got an offsides call as Tigers still had players in the zone. Tigers putting a little bit of pressure on right now. Sorry, my camera work is a little shoddy today. I'm not able to keep the camera on the play. Looks like McKenzie's taking the draw, going against 38 for Hyland. Tigers win that one. And back down into the Tigers zone. Shot towards the net. Kimball gloved that down. 7:34 left in the second period. As music in here is loud, but it's not clear. Shot towards Kimball, saved that one. Another puck's digging around. Players digging around for the puck right in front of Kimball. Kimball finally does cover that one up when we get a stop to play. Face off in the Tiger zone, just to the left of Kimball. McKenzie taking the draw against number 38 for the Jaguars. Van Opdorf gets to that one first, gives it over to Dryman. Sullivan gets it out and gets hauled down, no call there. Helps by actually put the right camera on. Puck down low in the Jaguars zone. Chamberlain trying to keep it in, kicks at it a couple times. Kept in by Dryman on the far side. Finally squirts out. Lenhart racing to get it. He gets beat, gets pushed off the puck by number 91. Cross ice pass, picked up by Sullivan. Sullivan with it. Tries to chip it in, but does not do so. Sullivan chips that in deep, goes down below the goal line. Ryman there, she gets bumped by a couple of players. Knocks over number 12. Up to 14, thrown in on Kimball on net, and he just holds on to that one. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the Tigers zone, just to the right of Kimball. Tigers go for a change. Number 80 for the Jaguars going against Siebold for the Tigers. Spender picks it up down low, brings it around over the near side boards. Jaguars get to that one first, manage to keep it in. Boy, my camera work is just horrible today. Siebold chips that in, but in on an offsides call. So we get a stoppage of play and a face-off in the neutral zone. Kenzie taking the draw, going against 38, or 96, sorry, for the Jaguars. Spender chips it up off of our BC, but the Jaguars pick it back up and carry it into the Tiger zone. Carried it in offside, so we get a stop to play. And another face-off in the neutral zone, this time on the opposite side of the neutral zone. This Battle of the Cats is still tied at the 5:48 mark of the second period. Tigers get that one, but only maintain control for just a second. 58 gets it and throws it in for the Jaguars into the Tigers zone. Lenhart bounces it off the near side boards. Kept in deep by 77, left for 25. Chipped down low for 96, centering pass. And chipped up and just wide of the net. The Jaguars still keeping control of it in the Tigers zone. Finally, McKenzie chips it out, just barely out of the zone. And the Jaguars not able to keep it in. The Jaguar parents did not like that call, but it was the right call to make. Dean taking the draw, Altriello and Romato. Number 38 for the Jaguars taking the draw. Tigers win that one. Gibson chips it up off the boards. Trillo somehow trips himself. And Dean with a hell of a play. Two players draped on him. He somehow still gets his shot on. Dean got through and a couple of the players, and they were just all over him, but he somehow kept his feet and stayed in the play. Dean taking the draw now. Going against 38 in the Jaguars zone. Jaguars win that one and come up out of their zone into the Tigers zone. Dean steps around one of the Jaguar players, comes up the ice, gets hauled down, no call. Don't know if he blew a tire or not. Face off down in the Tiger zone on an icing call for the Tigers. Face off just to the left, Kimball. Number 80 for the Jaguars taking the draw against Spender. Number 46 for the Tigers. Spender wins that one back to Lenhart, bounce off the boards, but not out of the zone. Tigers struggling to get it out of their own zone. Sullivan over to the near side. Picked off by 64, kept in. Van Opdorp gets around one of the Jaguar players. Still, Jaguars manage to keep it in the Tigers zone. Hops out, driving right there, chipped back in by the Jaguars. Shot towards the net, but not cleanly. Spinder picks it up, throws it up and out. Sullivan is finally able to get it out, carries it into the Jaguars zone. Centering pass, goaltender right there. There was a rebound. He left it uncovered for a little bit and then jumped out of the crease to cover it up. So we got a stoppage of play. 3:37 left in the second period. Still a tied game at 1. McKenzie taking the draw, going against number 66 for the Jaguars. Jaguars win that one. Arvisi picks off and shot towards the net. That's redirected wide. Chamberlain throws it down deep. Up the near side boards, 96 with it. Centering pass. Helps by get the camera on again. Messed up that one. Again, I apologize for my shoddy camera work today. Mara Busey picks it up. And she gets pinched off. Schultz with it now. Arvisi gets it and throws it down deep. Picked up down low by 58 for the Jaguars. McKenzie trying to take the puck away. Chipped up and kept in, but only temporarily as the Jaguars 66 comes flying out of the zone. Shot on, saved by Kimball. Puck up the near side boards. Kept in by the Jaguars, thrown up again. Lovato with it, gets it over to Triello, bounces off of his skate. Finally, Triello with it, gets it out of the zone, but had it knocked away from him. 74 with a shot, saved by Kimball. Picked up down low, thrown off the near side boards and out of the zone. Picked up by 77 in the neutral zone. Tried to center it, gets it over to Triello. Triello walked around, and a shot that's blocked by 74, or 44, sorry. Kept in temporarily by the Tigers, squirts out of the zone. Lenhart picks it up and gets it back into the zone. Lenhart throws it in, but that's on an offside, throws it right into Thien. And Thien's was not happy about that one. Face off in the neutral zone. Face off in the neutral zone, just in front of us. We got Spinder taking the draw, and he wins that one, but the Jaguars get to it first and get it down deep. Gibson right there tries to bounce it off the boards, but he's got a little bit of pressure on him. Van Opdorp throws it up and picked off. 12 with the shot, goes up over the net. Van Opdorp picks it up down below the goal line. Chipped up off of Dryman, but gets out of the zone. 64 picks it up and gets it up to 14. 14 is a very big 14-year-old. Spinder with it now, throws it up off the boards. And Sullivan gets plowed over. Gets it up to Dryman, though. She gets it past 12, and then he muscles her off the puck. Back into the Tigers' zone. Chamberlain rims it around on the near side, picked off and chipped out by Sullivan. The Jaguars pick it up, take it around below their own goal line, chipped up the boards, and Gibson not able to keep it in, and he just reverses and heads up. But there was still a Tiger in the zone. He threw it into the zone. So that results in an offsides call. And a face-off in the neutral zone. McKenzie taking the draw. cannot see the number of the player that he's going against. It looks like 66. And Jaguars won that one. 20 seconds left in the game, and we get an offsides call. Jaguars, Clarence not happy with that one. But that's called the official. McKenzie taking the draw, going against his counterpart, number 66. Chipped up through the neutral zone. 58 picks it up and throws it up the boards. Time's winding down. 10 seconds left. 96. A couple moves. Not able to get a shot off. Lenhart with it. Throws it up the boards. And that squirts out of the zone. Just as time expires, we get a stoppage of play with the horn sounding and the end of the second period. We will be back shortly for the start of the third period and the remainder of the game. All right, folks, getting ready for the start of the third period. Puck is dropped. Tigers win that one, and it goes back into the Jaguars zone. 96 gets it, takes it around behind the net, up to the far side. And Van Opdorp picks it up, gets it up to Trillo. Trillo carries it in. Shot towards the net, redirected to the far corner. Thiem there to pick it up. He gets around one of the players, but his stick doesn't. And then he gets bumped into the boards. Thiem comes off the wall. And the backhand save and a shot and a goal by Labate! Tigers score to go ahead in this game. Lobato picks up that rebound right into the side of the net. Puts it back there on the goaltender, right in. Face-off drop. The Jaguars come out of the face-off with that puck. 38 carries it in, throws it towards the net. And Kimball shuts that one down, and we get a stoppage of play in the Tiger zone, and a subsequent face-off down low just to the left. Boy, just to the left of Kimball. Sullivan taking the draw out with Dryman McKenzie taking the draw out with Dryman and Sullivan. Jaguars win that one. pops up and not out. Thrown down deep by number 12.
Clear it out. Nice.
Sullivan there gets it out of the zone. Number 12 tries to get it down, but he gets pinched off. McKenzie gets it up, but not through the neutral zone. Picked off by Gibson. He's got it down low for the Tigers. Chipped up the boards to Dryman. Dryman gets it out, but loses a handle on it. Thrown cross ice to the near side. Van Opdorp gets to it first, but had it taken off of his stick. 58 carries it in as Dryman bowls number 58 over. Backhanded up and thrown wide by number 74. Kept in by 80. Kept down low. Centering pass. Jaguars not able to do much with that, but it was a great attempt. Tigers finally get it out. Van Opdorp had it knocked off of his stick, and that's done on an offside, so we get a stoppage of play. And the face-off in the neutral zone, I believe that's going to be just outside of the Tigers zone, not at center ice. Seabolt taking the draw in this 2-1 game. That's a battle of the cats. Chipped up, and Jaguars pick that one off and throw it down deep. And the Tiger zone picked up down low for Chamberlain, bounced off the boards. Not out. Shot towards the net by the Jaguars. 14 with it. Puck's chipped up out of the Tigers zone. Picked up by the Jaguars. Seabolt holds on to it, but only temporarily as he blew a tire. 14 with it. His pass was blocked. Seabolt picks it up down low, going up to the near far side boards. Jaguars get to it first and keep it in deep. Spinder down there against number 94. Jaguars still controlling it. Up off the boards, Marvisi's going to pick it up on the near side. Tries to get it centered. Doesn't connect with Schultz. Jaguars get to it first. Tigers carry it in. And chipped out of the zone by 25. 25 carries it through the neutral zone. Had his pocket picked by Gibson with a great defensive play. Lenhart tried to get it out of the zone, but it went off of the referee. Kept down low by the Jaguars. Picked up by Thiem. Thiem carries it up. Gets it up to Trillo. Trillo carries it into the zone. Goes around behind Thiem. Shot that's redirected up into the backdrop netting, and so we get a face-off. Down low, just to the left of the Jaguars goalie. Tigers up in this game, 2-1, middle of the third period. Thiem taking the draw, going against 66. Stolen by Van Opdorp. Jaguars get it back. 25 gets it out of the zone. Van Opdorp picks it up, bounces it off the boards. Out to 58. 58 gets it and just throws it in deep. Picked up by Chamberlain down low. Chipped off the far side boards and out of the zone. Trillo gets it up to McKenzie. McKenzie now with it. Carries it in and had it taken off of his stick. 3 Jaguars right there. Sullivan gets it into the zone, but got bumped off the puck immediately. 58 carries it in. Gibson now with it. And out of the zone, Sullivan with it. 14 comes in for a hard hit on Sullivan and made no attempt to play the puck there. That is actually against the new rules. You can't go in and just hit a player. You have to play the puck first. But the referee didn't make a call, so no penalty. Jaguars pick it up. Carry it into the zone. Thrown up. Dryman not able to get a stick on it. 58 with it, throws it towards the net, goes wide. Picked up down low. Gibson now with it. Quick reverse. Back up the far side and chipped up. Sullivan grabs it out of the air and throws it in front of him. But the Jaguars get to it first. Dryman got away with one there. Tripped up a player and no call there by the official. Puck still bouncing around. Dryman's right there. Backhanded in by Chamberlain. Up and out of the zone, through the neutral zone and offsides by the Jaguars. So we'll get a face-off in the neutral zone at the 8:10 mark of the third period. Couple of non-calls by the official on both sides of the fence. Jaguars getting away with the punishing check with no attempt to play the puck, and Dryman got away with a trip right behind the goalie. Puck down into the Jaguar zone. .77 carries it in. Walks through, shot. Chipped up on a backhand by Siebold into the neutral zone. Jaguars pick it up. Cross ice pass. They fail to connect. Thiem now with it. Up to Schultz. Schultz with it. Gets it over to Villarvisi. She's not able to handle that one. And she gets hauled down just as she passed the puck off. Face-off down in the Jaguars zone, just to the left of the Jaguars goalie. Thiem taking the draw. Backhanded up to Lobato, not able to do much with it. Picked up by Jaguars up through their zone into the neutral zone. Truello picks it up in the neutral zone, carries it up, loses a handle on it just as he's getting ready to shoot. Backhanded down below the goal line by 96. Up the far side boards. Shot on, saved by Kimball. Over to the near side boards. 77 keeps that in. Chamberlain took a little bit of a hit. Chipped up by Chamberlain, picked up by the Jaguars. Didn't realize it, but the Jaguars are actually on a penalty kill. That puts the Tigers on a power play. It does not look like a power play at all. So face-off in the neutral zone on an offsides call by the Jaguars. You got McKenzie taking the draw. Sullivan picks it up. Gets it past one of the Jaguars and goes all the way down into the Tigers zone. Jaguars on an offsides call. And the face-off just outside of the Tigers zone. Again, Tigers do not look like they're on a power play right now. 6:11 left in the third period. 42 seconds on the penalty. Dryman with it. She loses the handle on it. 38 carries it in. Gibson now with it. Couple reverses down there. Jaguars managed to keep it in. Lenhart picks it up. Carries it up through the neutral zone. Had a chip past Dryman. 74 with it now. Shot on, saved by Kimball. Whacked at by Gibson. Kept in by 58. He throws it down deep over to the far side. Lenhart now with it, chips it up the boards to Sullivan. Sullivan going against number 12. Sorry about the camera again. McKenzie now with it, carries it up to the neutral zone. McKenzie kicks it up to his stick, throws it towards the net. That goes off of a skate. Schultz keeps it down low, and he gets hit. And there was no attempt to play the puck, and we got a interference call, which is the right call in that scenario. Number 12 going to the box for the Jaguars. That's going to put the Tigers right back on a power play. For those that don't know, the new rule starting this year is you have to make an attempt to play the puck. You can't hit a player that has already passed off or released the puck from his possession. They added a new category, not just possession of the puck, which means allow the player to touch it, but also control. So if a player passes the puck down the boards and throws it towards, down low and then gets hit, yes, he still technically has possession, but he does not have control of the puck. And a check can only be performed on an eligible player that has possession and control of the puck. So, as stated, that's the new rule for this year. That even at the Bantam and high school, or the Bantam and midget levels, I should say, and all AAA levels, that is the new rule. Seabolt taking the draw there. They didn't win that one, but the Tigers do get it back. Thrown towards the goaltender, goes off the goaltender's pads. Picked up on the near side by 94, carried up, and rode down deep as he crosses over the red line. Good play by him. Wastes some time on the penalty kill. Chipped up, Marvisi not able to get a stick on it. Tigers have to go back and retrieve it in their own zone. 4:30 left in the game, 1:20 left in this Jaguar penalty. Thrown up and goes past everybody, and that's going to go for an icing call. It does not. They call no icing there. It should have been an icing. Tipped out by the Jaguars, and that one is an icing. The other one should have been on the Tigers, but it was not. Referees making the calls here. Face off just to the left of the Jaguars goaltender with a little over 4 minutes left in the game. 64 back to pick it up for the Jaguars. Pinches off Lobato. Picked up and centered. Passed and shot by Van Opdorp. He gets it, throws it up the boards. Kept in by Spinder. He picks it up just below the half wall. And we got another penalty. Not sure what the call is. Looks like 64 going to the box. That's going to put Jaguars down 2 men for a 5-on-3. Kenzie taking the draw. He wins that one. Back to Van Opdorp. Shot towards the net. Picked up on the far side. Centering pass. Doesn't go anywhere. Dryman picks it up. She tries to center. Goes through the crease. Sullivan there. He gets pinched off. McKenzie now picks it up in the neutral zone and crosses over the blue line on an offsides call. 5 seconds left on the first Jaguars penalty. Seabolt taking the draw out with Steves and Trillo. Seabolt is going against number 66, I believe. And Jaguars win that one. Up and bounces off of Lenhart's glove.
You ready, Matt?
Dean picks it up, carries it in. He gets bowled over by one of the Jaguars players. Siebold flattens number 66. Another non-call there. The Tigers got away with one. That goes all the way down for an icing. I think that went off of a Tiger stick, though, so it should not have been an icing, but that's what they called. 2:48 left in the third and final period of this game. 104 on the Jaguars penalty. This game's starting to get a little physical. Hopefully it does not get out of hand. Siebold taking the draw, going against 66. Jaguars come away with that. Up to the neutral zone and chipped in. Lenhart now with it. Bounced off the boards. Goes all the way down. Jaguars get to it first. Cross ice pass. Gibson now with it. Backhands it in as he's hit. Trillo with it. Shot. Redirected up over the net by Trillo. One of the Jaguars got enough of the stick on that one. And we should have a hand pass there. Good call by the official to catch that one. I think he had a little bit of help, but that's okay. Hand pass on the Tigers. Face off out of the zone. 2:08 left in the third period. 23 seconds on the Jaguars penalty. McKenzie takes the draw. And he's going against 38. Jaguars come away with that one, but only temporarily. Thrown in by Schultz. Picked up down low by 12. 12 comes flying up the ice through the neutral zone. Into the Tiger zone. Shot way up over the goaltender. McKenzie blows a tire right there. He is down hurt. Not sure what happened to McKenzie, but he blew a tire and went really hard into the boards. Nobody touched him. No penalty should be called there. Well, man, that looked like it hurt. I've actually done that myself when I play, and that is no fun. You go in with your knees. You're not ready for it. It's real painful to have that happen. And in case you can't see it, he's actually right behind the stanchion right there. So they're checking him out right now. I'm not sure exactly what's injured, but that just looked painful.
Maybe you just knocked the breath out of them. You know, doing so hard in the board.
They're helping him up and now helping him back to the bench. Two to one so far in this game, with the Tigers beating up off of Lovato's goal. Rebound goal, I should say. We're going to have a face-off at center ice. It looks like we're going to have Siebold and Trillo out with Barbisi up front. And then we're going to have Gibson and Chamberlain on the back end for the Jaguars. 38-74-44 on the front end, 12 on the back end, and along with 58. 12 picks up the puck, carries it into the zone, gets bumped off the puck by Siebold, and then pulls Siebold down. And 12 going to the box. They're calling a rough on that. That's going to put the Jaguars back in the box for the remainder of this period. 2 minutes for roughing. Penalty on the Jaguars. Siebold again taking the draw. That puts the Tigers on a power play at the 1:29 mark of the third period. Lenhart and Spinder bringing up the back end. Siebold, Trillo, and Marvisi on the front end. 38 taking the draw against Siebold. Siebold throws it back behind the goal line. Trillo right there. Siebold now with it. Trying to get it up to Lenhart. Lenhart with it. Thrown towards the net, redirected by Truello, but wide of the net. 74 picks it up, throws it just wide. And Spinder blows the tire. Siebold rubs off number 44 for the Jaguars. Truello bounces it up off the boards. 58 picks it up. Gets it up to 38. Lenhart right there. Spinder picks it up. 50 seconds left in this game. Jaguars pulled their goalie and thrown up. And is that going to make it? That goes just wide of the net. And we get an icing call on the Tigers as that was on edge and taking a weird turn. It would have made the net if it had been flat. 40.6 seconds left in the third period. Jaguars taking a chance pulling their goalie to play 5-on-5 with no goaltender. 1:11 left in the penalty, 40.6 left in the game on this really tight 2-1 game. And Jaguars call a timeout. So we're going to take a little bit of a break. We will be back for the remainder of this, the last 40 seconds of this game. All right, both teams taking the ice after this timeout. We're going to play 5-on-5, but Jaguars have an empty net. Dean taking the draw here. Tigers win that one. Wide of the net. I'm not sure how the Jaguars got a hold of that one. Is that going to make it all the way down? And it goes wide for an icing call. Second shot that just goes wide of the Jaguars' empty net. 31.2 seconds left in this game. 1 minute and 2 seconds left in the Jaguars penalty on number 12. Team taking the draw. Jaguars get that one. They get it down deep. Gibson with it. Gibson bumped off the puck. Gibson gets it back. Thrown up, and that goes wide. That one's not going to make it for an icing call. Jaguars pick it up in the neutral zone. Tried to get a pass to 25. He's not able to collect it, but he pulls it off the boards. Gibson now with it. Skates it up. Gibson throws it towards the net. And that goes just wide as the horn sounds. Tigers win 2-1 in this game. Everybody have a fantastic afternoon. Sunday afternoon. Tigers pulling this out in a really tight 2-1 game. Game winner, Lovato, number 39 for the Tigers. We're going to go ahead and mute it, but let you watch the handshake line. We will see you back here at the Marmisi Hockey Productions YouTube channel. Like and subscribe if you want to get notifications about games that are getting fired up. And again, everybody have a good Sunday afternoon.